Add a little drama, I don't know.
I was like, oh, are we doing a drum roll? We're live! Did you turn the music on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did everything I'm supposed to do.
Alright. Just making sure.
We've never, ever made a mistake on stream. They're always flawless.
You keep telling yourself that.
I know, it's a lie.
What's up, everyone? Welcome. Still working on the cantina. Probably will be for quite a while.
I'm guessing it'll be 6 total weeks. We've been doing about 3 bags per session.
How long was that?
18?
Okay.
17?
Oh, I forgot to turn the lights on.
That one was a lot. This one is big, but not that big.
Let me grab my phone. I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Well, what's up, everyone? This is my stream. Molly couldn't even put C-3PO together before leaving. Today's stream is sponsored by our patron, Ricardo Franco. Thanks so much, Ricardo. How's everybody doing? I'm trying to find where to start on this. Nothing's marked off. Where does this stuff go?
That's not what I want to hear when I get back.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they didn't highlight where I'm supposed to start building, but I see it now.
Did you talk about Ricardo?
I did.
Thanks, Ricardo, for sponsoring today's stream. Who all's here? Let me scroll up. Got a couple super chats already. Jason S, Rain Man, Rerum Trading, Caleb Diaz, Bantha Fodder, Griff, Gary24 Fan, Star Wars Dakota, Doomslayer 420, Elijah Neal, Laser Swords, Zwartikatnil. I know I said that wrong. Jane Dalton, K-Pop Times. What is up, everyone? Who else we got in here? Dakota Hager, Artie Films, David Livingston, Disco Mando. Ooh, I like that name.
That sounds like someone you'd run into at Dragon Con.
That does. Hello, hi, how are you? I stole that from Bailey Sarian.
Who?
The Murder Mystery Monday chick.
Oh.
I can't help but copy some of the stuff that she says because it just feels right.
You should be your own person.
I am my own person. Most of the time. Oh, okay. Hilo is in the other room just barking.
Just wandered off.
Having fun with himself. Oh, you wore the shirt. I should have worn mine.
We got these shirts sent to us this week. So last Halloween, when we did a parody of the Jedi Temple Challenge opening and pretended we were a team and we wore those costumes the whole time, the people who produced the show at Lucasfilm said they loved it and said they would send us shirts and hoodies whenever they were back in the office. And I guess they're back in the office because they just randomly arrived.
I'm surprised they remembered.
I am too, but very thankful.
Yeah.
It's actually a very nice shirt.
I know, they're really nice.
It's a soft shirt, which is what I look for in a shirt.
I'm beyond ready for hoodie season. I'm so sick of the heat, and I've started wearing sweatshirts and hoodies just to put it out in the universe to be hey, come on. Summer can be over soon. Please. I mean, summer can be over after we are done with our vacation.
It's too dang hot.
Mini vacation that we're doing next weekend. It is too dang hot. Let me tweet that we're live. My tweet about the Delta variant and my the fall plans and then the Delta variant thing is still getting retweeted, and people are still saying to me over and over, like, too soon, like, oh my god, how could you? This is terrible. I'm like, come on, this
too
movie.
Soon?
Yeah, this movie's super old. But I thought it was funny. Yes, hoodies and sweats time is best time. I'm always in sweatpants.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever leaving sweats. Those days might be behind us.
Ooh, someone got in before Lawrence Fletcher as far as super chats go, so I'll read it. This one's from Zach. Thanks, Zach, for the super chat. Hey guys, question. Do you think the leveler at the end of Rising Storm is similar to the Salamiri in function? Like suppressing the Force and stuff? Thanks, and stay awesome.
You stay awesome.
I don't know what the leveler is, or what it's about, or what it wants. It's very ominous and strange, and it scares me.
I do not think it is the same as Salamiri.
I don't think so either.
Because I don't think that... George Lucas always said that he just didn't like the idea of a creature that was not part of the Force, or that could repel it or reject it in any way. He said the same thing about the Yuzon Vong. It's like, all life is part of the Force, no exceptions. So I don't think they're doing anything like the Salamiri. But I think that kind of the end result is similar. It's not like repelling the Force from a Jedi, but my guess right now is that it's just inundating Jedi with fear and just pounding them with their worst fears, so that they're basically not balanced and they're not able to use the Force. They just find everything to be so confusing and disorienting that the Force might as well not be an advantage to them, and it levels the playing field, hence the name.
Yeah.
That's my guess, but we've only seen the leveler in action twice, I guess. Twice.
The first time we definitely didn't know what it was at all.
Right.
And it's still, like, we get the name, the leveler, and we see what it does, but we still don't, and, like, we get a brief description of what it looks like, but it's still very, like, what is happening?
Just the two people that we see experience the leveler's effects are Bell and Udi Dis, and both of them experience, like, these kind of fearful scenarios, especially Bell, who experiences falling, which we know he's afraid of from Light of the Jedi. So I think the leveler is all about fear. And I mean, that's even Cavan Scott's thing, where he proposed this idea to the High Republic, like, what are the Jedi afraid of? So Laser Swords Loden experiences it too, but we don't get his perspective as it's happening. Like, Udi Dis and Bell, we both get to see and feel what they see and feel.
Yeah.
So I just think it's very fear-based, and it's not specifically cutting a Jedi off from the Force, but it is messing with their ability to connect to it and to use it.
Yeah.
Because you have to be balanced. You have to be balanced to effectively use the Force. That's why we always get questions of, like, why didn't Obi-Wan use Force speed to save Qui-Gon at the end of... Because he wasn't balanced. Like, that's usually the answer.
He was trying to be a hothead, trying to get the advantage, and he was just overcome with emotions, and not balanced.
Yeah, like when you see him, when you compare Obi-Wan to Maul and Qui-Gon in that moment, Qui-Gon's meditating and staying balanced. Maul is pacing around, and Obi-Wan's just like standing there bouncing around. So I just don't think he was balanced during that fight.
Yeah. What's up, Jake? Jake said that both of our shirts are on fire today. That's probably because I'm representing a certain point of view.
Are you going to wear that later?
Yeah.
You're going to wear your own shirt on your own stream?
Yeah, but like so where my camera is set up in my office, you can't even really see what shirts I'm wearing. But of course, I'll wear it. Oh my god!
I looked over. I'm genuinely so excited. He lives.
I'm gonna skip ahead real quick to this one because it's very important. SFC Pruitt, thank you so much for the super chat. I like turtles. Been wondering a lot of where you've been, if you're okay.
I'm so glad to know that you're still out there, still loving turtles.
Still doing it. Living your best life.
You've become a legend in this chat because everyone else is talking about how much they love turtles in various ways. And every time we're like, I hope SFC's Pruitt is all right.
We've made so many turtle jokes in your absence.
Thank God you're okay. That's all. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, good times.
Return of the King.
And then we got Lawrence Fletcher coming in with Name All of Gold Squadron.
So I did some research last week, and there are some Legends names that I admittedly still don't know. But for the most part, Gold Squadron just didn't get fleshed out the same way Red Squadron did. So we've got John Dutch Vander, Gold Leader. Gold 2 is Tyree. Gold 3 is Yvonne Verlaine. Gold 4 does not have a canon name. Gold 5 is Davish Pops Krail. And that's all I could find for canon. There were a couple Legends names here or there. Oh no, I did find one more. Shoot. I think it was 7. And I think his name was crazy. It was like Woolcob or something. That was in From a Certain Point of View. So there is one more that I forgot. Crap. But most of the numbers, 4, 6, and up after 7, no idea.
I think that means that you can make up your own names.
I can make up my own names?
Yeah.
Thomas Harper can be one. Evan Bushkar can be another one, or our Y-Wing enthusiast. Actually, Evan is more of a Lando enthusiast, I think. But
yeah, I don't think his favorite ship. I feel like he was asked that, and I don't think his favorite ship was a Y-Wing.
Well, I'm gonna put him in a Y-Wing anyway to annoy him.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, well
anything to get an advantage.
Those are Schmodown competitors, by the way. Well, that was a short bag.
I built C-3PO.
Well, you're about to build a Stormtrooper, but thank you.
I like that they included his one silver leg piece.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See where it's painted?
Aw.
Because I was like, hey, wait a second, one of his legs isn't silver, and I looked up close, and I was like, oh, yes, it is. That Lego attention to detail, though.
Okay, bag 7 was like nothing, and now bag 8 is 4 bags.
Gold 9 Nora Wexley.
Battle of Endor.
Oh, okay.
Jake Farrell, I think, is gold 4 in the Battle of Endor as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, because only one Y-Wing survives Yavin, so Nora couldn't have been there. And that was Yvonne.
Caleb Diaz, thanks for the super chat. I met a man this week, a man with a mustache worthy of Mustache Squadron, whose optimism shines brighter than any saber. His name is Lasso, Ted Lasso.
Does that mean you just started watching Ted Lasso? And if so, congratulations, you just met a cool person.
Congratulations on making your life 1,000 times better.
This goes on that too, I believe. You just fold it like that.
Oh, it's pauldron.
Yeah.
What's this?
That goes on this before his head does. And the little connective piece goes on the back like that.
What's it for?
I think I'm going to be attaching, like a little backpack to it.
Do I put the pauldron piece on first, or...?
No, that goes on after.
Okay. Yeah, because this is a tight fit.
Yeah, Ted Lasso's been good so far, hasn't let me down. I've heard that the season is a bit of a slower start and that it picks back up, but like the end of... Was that the second or third episode that we just saw? Third
episode, yeah.
That
was
one was
really
great.
good.
Yeah. Now I feel like it's picking up. The stuff they're doing with Sam is very good.
Yeah. I'm glad he's getting more of a role in this season because... Oh, this stormtrooper's even, like, dirty looking.
Well, he's a sand trooper.
He is?
Uh-huh.
Oh. I thought he was just dirty.
Well, that's kind of a hallmark of sand troopers. You're not wrong.
Give him his little blaster.
I'm trying to build his backpack.
Blaster in his backpack. He's ready to go back to school.
First day at the cantina. Take a little picture of him out on his stoop.
There we go. Oh, when they are holding their blasters, they can't stand up as easily.
Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to, like, put them on something.
Oh,
and then they stand fine, but yeah, when you're just trying to put them on a surface.
Chewbacca1138, thanks for the super chat. Hi Alex and Molly, been subbed since the Star Wars Minute days. Thanks for the Star Wars facts and fun throughout the years. I just built the UCS Falcon and it took me 38 hours in one weekend. Oof. Wow.
You did it all in a weekend? That is impressive.
That is impressive.
We were just talking about it. I think it took us 4 months, 3.5 months, something
like
that.
Well, we built it like an hour at a time.
2 hours.
2 hours at a time, I guess, but that's an intense weekend project there.
I can't imagine the back pain I would be having.
But
that's after like one of these streams where it's like hour and a half to 2 hours, somewhere in that area. It's like, yeah, my back hurts by the end of it. So dumb. Getting old.
We just wake up hurting nowadays. Don't know why.
Sometimes. It's probably because Hilo steps on us in the middle of the night.
But thanks for being subbed for so long.
Yeah.
This is from the Star Wars Minute days. That's a while ago.
I like hearing that. I want to have that podcast, Star Wars Minute. I want to have them on for maybe Book of Boba Fett. I need to reach out to them, but they're great dudes.
Yeah. So is Star Wars Music Minute.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Xanthi is super cool and is editing their episode with Darth Chaco right now. They tweeted that it was a really good episode. So
my episode of Force Friends Rewatch is going to be out Friday. So you can check out their podcast. We're talking about everything, but the main topic was the Heiress episode from Mandalorian. I keep wanting to call it the Duchess, but that's
That's
the
her
wrong-
sister.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on Jamie Stangroom's show tomorrow for like half an hour.
Oh, cool.
1:30 Eastern to talk about The Bad Batch.
Is it live?
Yes, I think.
That'll be fun.
Jamie's a great guy. Great dude, too. Everyone's great dude.
Or dudette. Or doodle. That's the them they of the word dude. Doodle.
I've always thought dude was all encompassing. That's how I view it, but
I'm just spitballing here. What was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot. I'll just move on. Coleslaw. That makes me immediately want coleslaw. Thanks for the super chat. Movie trivia. What color pants was Obi-Wan wearing under his robe in A New Hope?
that's a fun one because I feel like I've seen like behind the scenes pictures of him and George Lucas sitting in their chairs and he's like crossed his legs. I'm gonna go with black.
Yeah.
That seems ill-advised to wear in the desert, but that's the color that's jumping out at
If
me.
he's anything like Palpatine, he's got on black slacks and like black
Loafers.
loafers.
That shot in Revenge of the Sith always makes me laugh.
I know.
Look at
Where we
little
get
shoes.
to see what kind of shoes Palpatine has on.
But I do not know that one. That's a good question.
A couple people are saying brown.
Actually, come to think of it, the
It's-
behind the scenes picture I'm thinking of, I believe, is in black and white. So that's not very helpful.
John Boo's trick question. He wore no pants. I mean, yeah, I would guess brown or black. I'd be surprised
In
if
universe,
it were.
I would guess brown. But I'm trying to think of... I'm trying to think outside the box here.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope he was wearing like gold leggings.
He's wearing Snoke's robe underneath his Jedi robes.
Sweatpants. Yeah, that would make me like him even more.
Honestly, no pants is the practical answer in the desert, I think.
Yeah, no pants for sure. Or like bright pink shorts.
Like the boom guy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was tan based on the minifig from last week. Trying to do a call back to the previous live stream.
Well,
I
mean,
he is wearing. He's got little tan legs. So maybe it is tan.
am I just envisioning Jedi robes all wrong? I think you're right. In my head, it was just like one big, like, robe and then a brown robe on top of that, but I think that's just wrong. I have to watch A New Hope again.
I watched it not too long ago and I'm still just like, wait a second.
Like, what?
Do I know anything about Star Wars?
It all comes and goes.
It does. I can't get over how much I want coleslaw now after just reading that. Does anyone else just eat coleslaw out of the tub when you buy it?
I have, but I think I adopted that from you. I learned it by watching you.
Yeah. Like, we'll go to the Publix deli and get, like, a thing of... It says a family size, and I'm like, yeah, right. Family size of...
You get one of those per family member. That's...
Yeah. That's how I do it. But, like... I'm okay with having a little coleslaw on the side of whatever else I'm eating. But then it's like... I can't just let it stay in the fridge all by itself. I have to eat the rest of it.
All right, this is getting big. Kind of like the Falcon. I'm running out of space.
This one's gonna be huge.
I don't think it's going to be that bad, especially
set.
folded up. I think it's just going to be like...
There's the box. Oh. Yeah, it's hard to tell from the box how big exactly it's going to be.
I think we're going to finish half of it today, and you'll be able to see what it's like when it's folded up.
Oh, that reminds me. I was going to show off something that I got yesterday that I was very excited about and that we're going to build in December. Oops. I knocked
You
Biggs.
just knocked 2 Biggses over.
Sorry. This is more important. It's a Christmas house. Or I should say a holiday house. There's elves and a reindeer. It's called the Elf Clubhouse Winter Village Collection. Eee.
Molly's getting to the point where she's buying her own Lego sets.
I am. I'm driving this ship now. I'm sure we'll get the advent calendar and we'll do that. Like every Wednesday we'll open all the ones for a week's worth. We can start out the streams with those and then build that. Trainer Nomad, thanks for the super chat. What do you think would have happened if Sorry, let me start over. What do you think would have happened if Ezra opened the door that Sidious showed him in the Rebels finale?
I think it would have given Sidious access to the world between worlds.
Ooh.
I think that's what Sidious was going for.
That would have been bad.
Yeah. I don't think that there was any real hope of Ezra reuniting with his family. I think that was all a ruse by Sidious to get into the world between worlds. I think the exact same thing about Kanan in the World Between Worlds episode as well. I don't think that there was any hope of Ezra saving Kanan. I think that was Palpatine showing him something he wanted to see and being like, get in here, open this door for me.
Mm-hmm. Because if he had saved Kanan, I think that whole situation would have backfired and maybe Kanan wouldn't have died, but somebody else would have died.
I don't think that there was any chance. It's one of those, it starts to get hard to think about with time, but if Kanan were going to be saved in that moment, we would have seen Kanan be saved in that moment the first time around.
Yeah.
So there was no chance of that happening, and there's this whole thing, that portal has a bunch of Sith iconography on it, so I'm like, that was just Palpatine. He's on the other side of a portal, but for some reason he can't get in, so he needed, Ezra to break through the barrier.
He doesn't know the password.
Right.
He doesn't know to speak friend and enter.
Yeah. He doesn't know the Elvish word for friend, because he doesn't have any. Because he's a mean man.
Scroll over. Rogue Squadron trainee. I was like, I know there's more to that, trainee. Thanks for the super chat. Movie crossover. Predator arrives on the forest moon of Endor. Arnie and Carl Weathers return to play Ewoks, set to take place 50 years after Return of the Jedi, but the Emperor also shows up again for some reason. Somehow.
If you want a Predator Star Wars crossover, one of my friends, actually, one of my improv teachers, who's also an actor, was last year in a fan film called The Scorekeeper, and it is literally the Predator, but it's with Star Wars characters and Bossk. And
yeah.
it's Super fun. If you like Predator, check that out.
What's it called?
Scorekeeper.
Scorekeeper, yeah.
So it's about Bosk like hunting down some rebel commandos that have been sent in to extract a person. So it's like beat for beat, it's a short version of Predator, but it's super fun.
Yeah.
They even do like they have the end credits, and they do the cheesy 80s end credits from Predator where it's like so and so playing this character, and then they look at the camera and they laugh, and
It's just got like a bunch of character montage moments. Good stuff. I'm not crazy about the Predator movies. They're very violent.
yeah. Predator 1's great. I did not like Predator 2. The Alien versus Predator movies are not good, especially Requiem. Predators, I remember seeing, I don't remember much about it, so that's not a good sign, but I remember walking out of that being like, that was alright. The Predator? Or wait. Yeah, The Predator. That's the most recent one. I liked that one a lot. Like, watching back through Alien and Predator movies for Inner Geekdom and Schmodown, the latest Predator movie was super cheesy, but I was having a blast with it. The characters are just so over the top that I'm like, yeah, I'm into this.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I watched that one with you, but I like the idea behind Predator. It's kind of cool, but I think just the time period that it was made, it was just meant to be like a very over-the-top action movie.
Oh, for sure. And it is. It succeeds.
Yes. We got a super chat from Rain Man asking, the Suicide Squad, explain it to me when.
I don't know.
I don't know if there's...
I would like to do one because our buddy worked on the movie and says that he is allowed to talk to it. We have a friend who works on a lot of stuff.
Talk about it.
Yeah, what did I say?
Talk to it.
Talk to it. He wants to talk to the movie.
Yeah.
He works on a lot of things, Marvel mostly, but he's not allowed to explain any of that to us. But he said that he is allowed to talk about the DC movies he works on. So I'm like, okay, I did something wrong here.
I thought it was okay. Like, it was fun, but it kind of just reminded me that, like, I really like Harley Quinn. I liked some of the other characters, but, like, I just really, I couldn't get over how much I wished they hadn't shown the starfish in, like, the trailers.
I agree.
Because that would have been a really fun surprise. Because, like, I spent the whole time wondering, like, okay, but, like, how does a starfish fit into this? And then it showed up, and I was like, oh, okay. They're just gonna fight a giant starfish. Okay.
I liked it. Didn't love it.
It was like, I liked all the characters a lot as their characters, but then, like, together as a movie, I was just kind of like, this is okay. But yeah, it depends on, I guess, his schedule, if he can come on with us one day. Speaking of Explain It To Me, we had a really fun episode on Sunday that we talked all about The Lord of the Rings, based solely on that one image that they released for the Amazon TV show that's coming out. And Ashton just went on a tangent.
Let him go.
Yeah, just went on a tangent talking about what
for once it wasn't a tangent.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we wanted him to talk about.
He was talking about what era it could be in, who could show up, and what the trees meant, and that was really fun. SFC Pruitt with another super chat. This one says, I like turtles? Question mark?
Do I? I think you do.
Do I?
Are you all of a sudden having an existential crisis about whether or not it's real.
I think you do. And I don't think that love is a love that can ever go away or be taken away. Ooh, Star Wars Decoded said, that explained it to me, convinced me to finally watch Lord of the Rings. I liked the first one a lot, but it was very, very long. Yeah, they're all long. Like, and I would say, don't waste your time on the theatrical cuts. Like, get the extended editions, which are even longer. But
I don't know if I would say that to someone who, assuming you don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, I don't know. I might say do theatrical.
If you're gonna watch them,
you might as well
give the extended cuts a chance and like just watch. You can even watch them like in little bits at a time. Like, I like to watch them in just one big long sitting. Not all three of them, but
we have done that before.
We have done that before, and it was kind of exhausting.
It was.
It was like all day, but that's exciting.
Yeah, they're fantastic movies. But the extended editions are the superior version, but the theatrical versions are still really good. Like, the extended edition adds a lot of stuff from the books that, you know, you don't need to have, but they filmed it.
It does add, I mean, I didn't read the books, but I still prefer the extended editions because there's just like a couple little scenes here and there that I was like, oh wait, this wasn't in the theatrical release, and I just want to see those scenes.
Right, I totally agree. But I'm like, someone who hasn't read the books isn't gonna freak out about the Galadriel giving everybody gifts, but someone who did read the books getting to see that is like, oh my god, they actually shot that and this is great. I totally agree. But if you're already worrying about the length, then I don't know, maybe watch the shorter versions first, and then if you like them, watch the longer versions.
Yeah. Ben Potter, thanks for the super chat. Trivia: in Attack of the Clones, what is the name of the youngling that Yoda asks to close the shades before Obi-Wan displays the map? That would be Liam.
Liam? The shades.
Played by Alex Knoll. John Knowles.
No.
No?
Oh, but who does he play? That's... Alex Knoll plays the other one later that's like, Master? Because somebody deleted it from the archive history. Oh. I got it. It's kind of like a pasta. That's how you...
J.K. Bertola.
Yeah.
I don't know who plays Liam. Because do we even see Liam?
I assume you see some kid go back and push a button.
Yeah. But yeah, that was what I was thinking of just because of that line. J.K. Bertola. What a name. But thank you for the trivia. Especially any movie trivia we'll gladly take because that helps us study for Schmodown stuff.
Got a Schmodown coming up. And we're playing each other. Because the fans demanded it.
I guess they did. That's gonna... You know, I'm tempted to not do any more studying. You haven't even studied for a while. So let's just not do any studying and see how poorly we do.
Our friend Matt was asking the other day about how the Schmodown was going. And I was like, well, we're about to play each other. And right now it's a real tortoise in the hare kind of situation. Because, like, you were watching the movies by yourself and, like, frantically taking notes. And I've just been like, Bad Batch has me too busy. It's like, I'm not taking the time to do it. So I'm like, she could really come from behind and destroy me.
Oh, I'm the tortoise in this situation?
Well, the hare's the lazy one.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the tortoise was slow to study, but then is gonna end up winning anyways.
No. The tortoise is the one that puts in the work, and the hare is the one that is lazy.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I've put in enough work studying for these stupid trivia things, and I know more than I ever wanted to know about Star Wars, and I don't really care to study it anymore, so we'll just see how things go.
It's funny, like, I think that we are not the people that know the most Star Wars trivia in the world, probably by far, but I still think we're probably in the top 1 percentile of like worldwide Star Wars trivia, which is weird to think about.
Yeah, I mean, even like the whole time you had the belt, we both knew that like there are people out there, mostly the people at Dragon Con Trivia, that know more than you, despite the belt that you had. So I don't know.
But like, what's 1% of 6 billion? I bet we're in the top. Is that like 6,000 or something?
Oh, I was like, are you doing math in your head?
No. Oh, my calculator won't even go up that far.
What? Someone said
Okay,
we have
yeah,
a
we're in the top 6. Okay, that was a low.
Huh?
I didn't realize that like 6 million people is still the top 1 percentile. So, yeah, I think we're in the top 6 million. I think we can do that.
Oh, yeah. Someone said we have a white haze over our stream.
A white haze?
I'm looking. I don't see it. It could be the camera is too far back from the ring light, but
I figure it's just I'm very white.
yeah, we're just very pale
yeah.
people. We need that sun. We could. I mean,
when the
I'm
bad
sure,
batch is over, we'll go back outside.
I'm sure the lens could use a good cleaning. I think whoever said that,
Oops.
I think your screen is dirty. Just clean your screen.
You get a white haze on your screen. How about that?
Moving on. Miranda here, thanks for the super chat. Happy Wednesday. I heard a rumor they're casting for Sabine Wren in live action. Do you think they could just use Tia Sakar, or who would you cast? I did see that rumor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna cast Tia Sakar. And I don't know who would be a good Sabine.
I saw...
Because I'm terrible at fan casting.
So our friend Jordan Mazon, who's into leaks and stuff, said that he's heard that they're down to 3 actresses for the part. And I trust him that he's heard this. He said that Tia was not one of them. I'm always going to say, let's go with the voice actors first. That's my preference, but if they're not going with Tia, I don't know. I don't know who to go with. Oh, God.
I mean, the reality of it is they're going to go with whoever looks the most like the animated character. That's why they cast Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka and not Ashley Eckstein. So I'm sure Tia Sakar could play Sabine and would do a really great job, but I don't think they're going to cast her.
But yeah, I mean, that... Oh, man, I missed a lot of steps. Oh, God.
I think Sabine... Is she meant to be half Asian? Or are we not sure? Is she supposed to be an Asian character?
Yeah, for sure.
I'd have to... I know someone has said a really good fan cast for her, and now I can't remember her name.
I don't know. I'm garbage at fan casting. Every time someone asks me to fan cast, I forget every actor I've ever heard about. I hear people with their fan casting. I'm like, yeah, that does look or sound good, but I Lars Mikkelsen is the only fan cast that I'm like, I want that to happen.
Yeah.
But that's not a fan cast. He already played the part. But yeah, I've heard that. It's not surprising. I feel like we've had that rumor going for a while, but to have someone, a source like The Hollywood Reporter, talk about it, that's a step up, I think.
Yeah, I did a quick Google search. I can't find the girl I was thinking of. Oh, Chloe Bennett.
Really? People always throw her around for Afra.
Oh, maybe that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, maybe that is Afra. I don't know. I'm sure they'll cast someone who is going to do a great job. But I'm so excited for the live action shows. I'm loving the Bad Batch, but I'm also kind of just like ready to move on. I'm very excited for the finale, and I know it's going to be very emotional. And I'm glad there's a season 2. I'm happy about it, but I'm ready to move on. I know it's going to be a while till we see any of the new live action shows, but
not that long.
Visions, I think, will be great. And then December's Book of Boba Fett?
Mm-hmm.
So
they said Christmas, so we're not that far off.
And just I mean next year's gonna just be.
Yeah, you say how excited you are about the live action shows now. Just wait until next. Yeah, I know. We both are. But then wait until it's just nonstop.
It's gonna be so much more fun, I think, to break down and talk about the episodes of the live action stuff. Just because they're probably gonna be longer. They're going to be more geared towards adults. I just think there's going to be more to talk about than, breaking down episodes of The Bad Batch. But
I definitely think I have liked The Bad Batch more than you have. Not that that's bad.
Yeah, it's okay. I love Omega, though. I will protect her at all costs.
Sticker time. Oh, it's the Droid Detector. Cool. Okay. So that goes there, and that goes there.
This one?
Yeah, that and that.
Does it matter which...
I mean, they're going to go, like, horizontally.
Okay. See you later, Isaac. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Dan23, thanks for the super chat. In canon, what did R2-D2 do before episode 1?
I guess he just fixed the Royal Starship when it needed it.
Yeah, was he just part of that little army of droids that lived on the starship?
I guess. We've never heard any other story about him in canon. And I don't know the answer in Legends either, but I would be...
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would be surprised if there weren't a Legends answer. There probably is, but I don't know it.
He's like a veteran of some war that's even older.
Probably.
That's why he's so surly. Wait, this goes underneath or on the tan part?
On this piece.
Okay. There's something just so satisfying about putting the stickers on.
I completely disagree.
The top one I got on pretty good. The bottom one is...
This is why we're a perfect match.
The bottom one might be crooked by like...
No!
A fraction of a millimeter.
No, it's great.
Not crooked, but like it's off to one side a little bit. I don't know. There's so much at stake putting the stickers on that it makes it way more exciting than building.
There are a lot of stakes, you're right.
Jane Dalton, thanks so much for the generous super chat. I haven't finished Out of the Shadows yet, so I hope I'm not asking a spoiler, but what do you think hyperspace is? Is it another dimension, a wormhole, a section of the Force, or something else entirely? I think I just got past a part of this book that they were talking about, like, basically all of those options as far as what hyperspace is.
I do not believe that is answered in the book, so don't worry about that. And if it is, I forget. I've been reading threads on like the High Republic subreddit, or people will ask me questions like this, and I go, oh yeah, they did talk about that. Like I feel like I just don't remember that book very well, and it's the last one I read. So I might need to plow through it real quick before our book club.
I mean, I gotta be honest, this one is the hardest to get through so far of any of the High Republic books that I've read, because it's not as exciting. There's just like a lot going on, and it's moving at like a snail's pace compared to the other books. But that's because the other books move pretty quickly, and like
so
there's
fast.
a lot of action going on. So plus the audiobook thing really bugs me, that there's no music, sound effects, there's no other like people doing different voices. So I didn't realize how much of a difference that stuff made for the audiobooks until I listened to this one, and I was like, oh, okay.
I agree. It's probably my least favorite High Republic story so far. It definitely picks up the end, but yeah, it's a lot slower paced. And I don't know, it didn't stick with me because I don't remember a lot of things about it. I do remember liking the end, but I'm like, I need to read a summary or something of this, watch a video that isn't mine about it, because I can't recall a lot of the major plot details.
They asked when the book club was going to be. We don't know yet. Sometime
so
in 2 weeks.
Let me pull up a calendar. We are going on vacation next weekend because we're going to celebrate 15 weeks in a row of the Bad Batch. So next weekend we're going on a little vacation. Maybe the 31st, either the 24th or the 31st.
Yeah. I think the 31st, well, we don't have to talk about this right now, but yeah, one of those two. That'll give us both time.
You're almost done with it, but yeah, I might need to reread it. And I'm in the middle of reading Dune for the first time, because I've never read Dune. And
yeah, see, Alex reads for fun, which is something that I don't know how to do.
Technically,
I only read Star Wars books so that I can talk about them with you guys.
I would say that technically this is not for fun, because I want to do a video about, I know that Star Wars took inspiration from Dune, but I couldn't tell you how. And with the movie coming out, I figure A, that's a good video to make, and B, finally gives me an excuse to read Dune.
Yeah.
So I'm reading Dune, and so far I'm enjoying it. It's picking up.
Nice.
It's very, like, they throw a lot at you at the start, and you're just like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting into it. I'm understanding it more.
I will say, like, I said I don't know how to read for fun. That was kind of an exaggeration. I do enjoy most of the Star Wars books that I have read. I just have to just make myself read, no matter what book it is.
Well, still, that's not for fun. Like, that is work. So there is that element.
I can't remember. Oh, well, the last book I read for fun, which was something that I have not finished yet, but I would like to still, is that Twilight book that came out, Midnight Sun. That's basically Twilight, but from Edward's perspective. Finally. I still really enjoyed that, but, like, I'm just bad at reading, and, like, I'll read for 10, 20 minutes, and then I'm asleep immediately. Yeah. Although I do enjoy reading at the beach. Not that we're going to the beach anytime soon, but I would love.
There is something
to do
about that, like just sitting out on the beach reading.
Because I mean, yeah, like I can read on the beach and it doesn't feel like I'm forcing myself to read, but like I also like to nap on the beach as long as I'm covered up. Like as long as we have like some kind of tent protecting me from direct sunlight, then I'll go to the beach and haul, a full day's worth of booze and food, haul all that stuff all the way out to the beach and set up a little spot, and then I'll just sleep. And then anytime I get hot, I'll go get in the water, come back out, go back to napping or reading or whatever. Now I want to go to the beach. But yeah, thoughts on hyperspace?
Oh, yeah.
Is it another dimension, a wormhole, section of the Force, something else entirely?
I think it's probably all of the above. I really like the idea that it's connected to the Force, and I think that that's likely based on what we saw in Star Wars Rebels, where the Loth Wolves go through hyperspace by themselves. Like, I think that it's probably an element of the Force, but it's something that can be accessed through technology. I mean, and also the Purrgil. The Purrgil can go through hyperspace. There's no technology involved there. It's just like a natural thing. Mm-hmm. So, but if it's natural, it has to have some element of the Force in it, I think.
Yeah, but there's so many like prospectors that they talk about in the High Republic that are doing research on hyperspace, and like they're taking a very scientific approach to it, which is not really like the Force.
Mm.
I
don't think the Force exists outside of science.
I like the idea of it being kind of another dimension.
That's usually how it's described.
That is kind of parallel to the, I guess, the cosmic force, maybe? Cosmic space, I don't know.
I'm used to them describing it as another dimension. That's how it was in Legends. So I'm totally not against that or anything, but I think they've really been playing with the Force in the canon, and Star Wars Rebels was the first thing to really make me question that. So I do think it has some, at the very least, it's another dimension that can be accessed through the Force. I guess that could be an explanation.
Yeah.
But I think what maybe Out of the Shadows is getting at, and the other High Republic stories have done this, is just say that we don't understand hyperspace fully, but we're just going to go ahead and use it anyway. Like, that's kind of a dangerous thing, and I think it's going to lead to some problems in the High Republic.
Yeah.
Are you answering
Sorry.
trivia?
Yeah.
In the middle of our...
Someone from the dungeon.
Uh-huh.
This is considered work too. Someone from the dungeon asked me a Star Wars trivia question. I had to take a break to answer it. Black Barth, thanks so much for the super chat. Do you guys think that maybe someday Disney will turn Old Republic events like the Mandalorian Wars or Sith Wars in Korriban?
Turn them?
And if so, any specific story moment you guys would like to see? I'm assuming that just means like bring them into canon.
Yeah, turn them canon. Yeah. I mean, the Mandalorian Wars have already been mentioned multiple times. The Sith Wars kind of vaguely have been mentioned a few times, so Yeah, I don't see them just never touching that stuff. And both of those to me feel like big galactic events that deserve movies. Mm-hmm. Like trilogies of movies.
I think the Sith Wars, that one's going to be hard for them to do.
Why?
Maybe not. I don't know. It just feels like massive. It feels bigger than anything they've ever done with Star Wars. So that would be a big thing to tackle. But they've got to go to the Old Republic at some point.
Uh-huh. They've made enough references to it. I think they just know that it's a big deal to a lot of people. So I think they're going to be careful with how they handle it. But especially, I think Mandalorian Wars might be more likely to happen first, just because there's a lot of Mando stuff going on right now. Mm-hmm. So that would be my more likely guess, but I think both are going to happen eventually. It's also kind of weird because, like, the Old Republic MMO is still an ongoing thing. So maybe they don't want to step on its toes right now.
That's true. Is that something that could come down to, like, licensing? No, because, like, Disney owns all of that stuff, right?
Yeah. And, I mean, the Old Republic MMO is EA. I don't know. I don't know enough about licensing to say a definite answer, but I doubt it.
Gareth Rees Pryor? Sorry. I hope I said that right. Thanks for the super chat. Oh wait, did we answer all of that last one? And if so, any specific story moment you guys would like to see? Yeah, I mean the Sith Wars would be mine. Oh well, I keep talking about the Night Sisters being a thing that I want them to cover, but those would be my picks.
It's gonna be weird because whatever happens, I think they're gonna change it. So I'm gonna not say anything from Legends specifically that I hope to see, but I'd really love to see, since this is tied to canon, like Tar Vizsla and his deal being brought into the Jedi Order, despite being a Mandalorian and despite there being Mandalorian wars and all that. So I guess that would be the story moment I hope to see. I don't think they're gonna do Revan's story one for one, for example.
Yeah. Okay, let me read this one now from Gareth. Do you think senators were expected to speak with a British accent when addressing the Senate? We see Padme in episode 1. This could explain why Leia goes British when she interacts with Tarkin, a governor. So I'm pretty sure that was... I think they retconned that to be Leia's way of making fun of Tarkin.
Yeah. But I think it still lines up with what they're going for, because I believe Leia says she was making fun of his, like, posh Coruscanti accent. And if all the senators are on Coruscant, then yeah, I could kind of see that. If someone's delivering a speech, then yeah, we're gonna speak all posh and proper and appeal to the big rich planets to get our stuff done. Part of Padme's thing in episode 1 was just that was part of her disguise, the accent, so that she could speak like a normal person when she was just being Padme. But yeah, I could see that being true. Everyone, like, poshing it up a little bit.
Yeah. I just love the idea of, like, them doing it to annoy people in the Empire.
Yeah.
Because it was Leia, Princess of Alderaan, I think, when Leia met with Tarkin when she was much younger, and she would talk about like just how creepy he was.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, turned out to be right on the money. Dragonus Prime, thanks for the super chat. It's ya boy. I've been thinking that the sequels could have benefited from abandoning the trilogy model, doing 4 movies instead of 3. Opinions. I mean, it didn't work for the Hobbit movies, but it could have. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, it's just like The Rise of Skywalker tried to do so much that, yeah, that does kind of feel like, oh, we could have probably split this up. So, yeah, I can see what you're saying. But they also could have done less. Like, I think it would have felt weird to have a Star Wars quadrilogy at the end. It would have felt kind of like, yeah, The Hobbit or The Hunger Games or Harry Potter, where it's like, let's take the last story and make an extra movie out of it. Like, it feels like a very commercial decision.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we stuck with the trilogy format, because even if I had loved The Rise of Skywalker, I was still very much ready to just move on and be done with the Skywalker saga.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm scrolling through some stuff to find a question from someone in chat. Starforge wants to know, what was the name of the Wookiee in Star Wars The Clone Wars that was part of the Gathering story arc?
You remember that?
Was that Gungi?
Yeah.
Oh, Gungi.
Everybody's favorite.
I hope he's okay.
He's fine.
Although, didn't they call him Gungi? Gungi?
They call him both.
Gungi and...
Ahsoka calls him one. Gungi.
Yeah, I like Gungi better.
I think that's his real name.
He had such a cool lightsaber. It was like made out of a really strong wood from like a tree on Kashyyyk, I think.
I think so.
Sorry, I had to burp. Jane Dalton with another super chat. Trivia, what model blaster pistol does Poe carry in The Rise of Skywalker?
Oh, God. I have no idea.
Me neither.
That's a good question, though. Also, it's sticker time. Put that there. I have no clue.
I don't either.
I'm not great with blaster rifles or blaster models. Like, I know the
You hear that,
big
PJ?
ones. I know the big ones.
Whoa, what is this?
It's the door.
What door?
To the cantina.
Okay.
I know, like, all the mass-produced ones are like...
GLIE-44.
Oh! That's
Is that
the one that's named for Gobi Glee.
The clone?
No, the Twi'lek.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I remember reading about that, yeah, there's a Glee model blaster rifle, or blaster pistol, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Boom. Perfection.
Now put this one, like, right here. It's supposed to be like the door control.
Which one?
11. Put it like that.
Here?
Uh-huh.
Just like in the middle?
On
or?
the top right corner.
Top right, okay. Yeah, I need to go and write some trivia questions on some of the pistols, because like I feel like they've already asked a lot of them that I know.
Yeah.
So they're probably down to the ones that I don't know.
The dumb ones no one cares about.
Yeah.
what that says?
Cantina.
Yep.
I can read Arabesh.
It was in English.
It was not. Let the camera know.
Just kidding.
So it's Arabesh. That's too close. Oh, there you go. That's right. I read Arabesh. Not that it was super hard to figure out, but still. Alex Ward, thanks for the super chat. What kind of texters are you? Exclamation points, all lowercase? Are you LOL, ha ha ha, or laugh emoji types? I can see Alex using perfect grammar even when he's happy. Yeah.
Yep.
Alex is okay. Let me tell you exactly.
Yeah, I knew you were immediately going to dive into this.
Let me tell you exactly what kind of texter Alex is.
I'm impressed. Did you write this, Molly? Is this just so you could rant?
No.
I'm
and
impressed
this goes for texting. This goes for writing an email, a DM, tweeting, which I don't let him do too often anymore. Anything.
I can tweet whatever I want.
He's first step one, sit for like 20 minutes without typing anything. Just dead eyes, staring off into space.
Dead eyes?
After 20 minutes have gone by, type out one full sentence with punctuation. Stare at it for approximately 1 to 3 minutes, delete it. Start typing a new sentence. Stare at it for 1 to 3 minutes, delete it. Wait another 10 minutes, staring into space, contemplating the meaning of life. What I can only assume is the meaning of life.
Still haven't figured it out.
And rinse, repeat, back and forth for however many times, and then decide to either not say anything at all or cut it way down to something super vague. And
it's only 280 characters. So.
That's exactly how.
It depends who I'm talking to. It does. If it's like a halfway professional email, if I'm texting our friends,
right,
it's right away.
If you have to have known someone for at least 10 years to be able to talk normally to them.
Correct.
It's exhausting. Like,
You don't have to watch me text.
I can't help it sometimes.
That's your own fault.
It's infuriating. I'm like, what do you want to say? Just say it.
Don't watch me text.
Don't be so weird about it.
Don't watch me.
Rogue Squadron trainee. I guess we didn't answer this about me. I am like a stream of consciousness when I text people. It's just like whatever I'm thinking comes out onto whatever mobile device I'm on.
All right, if you get to say something about me, I get to say something about you, which happens way less frequently because no one calls each other anymore. But I always think it's funny when missed a piece. You answer the phone the same way to everybody. Like, you look at who it is.
I think that's normal.
You look at who it is, and then you pick up and you just go, hello. Like, just no excitement, just hello. Can't believe you're calling me. Hello. Like, you could at least... You answer the phone like it's the 1990s, where you have no idea who's calling.
Yeah, that makes it exciting for the person who's calling me.
Hello?
Because,
like, no, you just looked and saw it was me.
No, I try to make it sound exciting so that the person who's calling me is...
You do not sound excited.
They think I'm excited to talk to them when in reality I'm like, why didn't you just text me?
I don't think anyone thinks... If that's what you're going for, you are failing. It's always, hello?
I'd rather it be the same across the board than have my voice change when I'm talking to my parents. Like this one.
I do that.
Your voice goes up an entire octave when you talk to them. And if it's a stranger, like if we're getting a call from like a handyman or something, insurance company, whatever, it goes down an octave.
Oh, really?
Like it sounds like you're forcing yourself to speak like super low. Hello.
I did not know that about myself.
It sounds almost painful how low you're trying to speak. But then it's your parents. Hello. You turn into Tigger. Hello.
TTFN.
All right, this is starting to go off the rails.
This is unraveling. Oh no.
Rogue Squadron Trainee, thanks for another super chat. Movie crossover. Kindergarten cop goes undercover teaching younglings at the Jedi Temple. Arnie reprises his role. Jocasta Nu plays the love interest. Hell yeah. 10 out of 10 would watch.
I love Kindergarten Cop. I used to watch it too much. Have you ever seen Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah. It's been a while, but...
Oh, come on. Just dropped it. No. I thought that movie was great.
It's pretty good.
I liked it a lot as a kid. Oh, God. I missed a piece and now it's really hard to get to where it needs to go in.
Oh, no.
I got it. Don't worry. I don't need your fake concern.
Someone said that was fun. Fun to see a glimpse into your life. That's just the tip of the iceberg, folks. But yeah, no, that movie sounds amazing. I need the same lady to play Jocasta Nu. Oh, I should know her name. It's like Agatha something.
I don't know her name.
It's an old lady name.
What time is it?
7:20. You want to call it there?
Maybe. I only did 2 bags, but this second one was actually pretty detailed. And I'm still trying to find where this extra piece goes.
We've only got 2 more super chats, so why don't I read those and then we can call it a night.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna butcher this. Rameshwar Sharma? Sorry if I butchered that. Thanks for the super chat. Oh, they said, I'm new Star Wars fan too. Glad to be here. Glad that you're here.
Welcome to the fandom.
Welcome, and thanks for joining us. Sorry you had to see all that stuff about our texting
that
habits.
non-Star Wars stuff that Molly made us all talk about.
Althea, that's her name.
Oh yeah.
I was close.
I'm impressed. I don't think I would have gotten that close.
Welcome to our crazy LEGO streams, which aren't really that crazy, but sometimes you get to...
Sometimes we bicker.
Sometimes you get to see us spill the tea. Crix Teas, thanks so much for the super chat. Maybe it's just me, but the original Vader/Palps talk in Empire seems like they're almost doing a Kenobi but evil thing in Palps. Look, sound/mannerisms. Am I crazy? Anyone else notice this?
It's been so long since...
So, like, Palpatine is Kenobi, but, like, an evil version?
Yeah, like, I mean, I get it. It's Vader's mentor, slash master, although they hadn't really got into that.
Okay, yeah, I see what this is.
But yeah, it's been so long since I've seen the original, like, with Clive Revel. But he definitely has a different take on the voice, and I could see it being Kenobi-esque. But man, it's been a long time since I've seen that version of Empire.
Well, even Palpatine's lines, they're like Obi-Wan's lines are very like whimsical, and he speaks very like fluidly, and like Palpatine's are kind of similar, but like in an evil version, if that makes any sense.
I have to point out that the doors for the cantina on the Lego set open up and down, but they make a point to say, in the film, the cantina doors open sideways, but in the Lego version, they slide up. It saves space for opening doors and makes it easier to play out fast escape scenes when you can quickly pull the doors up and down. And I'm like, they had to write that into this because they knew that someone would be like, hold on now. Not my cantina. My cantina opens sideways like this. It doesn't do this. That's what they knew would happen. I don't know where this piece goes. I looked through the.
You've worked yourself up into a tizzy, and now you've
worked me into a tizzy.
You've misplaced a piece somewhere.
I blame you. You distracted me.
Oop. Feral Unfiction, thanks for the super chat. Friday the 13th, Crosshair is killed there. Yeah, I'm expecting 100% for Crosshair to die.
I think something worse is going to happen.
You think Hunter's going to die, and
Yep.
That's going to suck.
Yep.
If Hunter dies, I'm going to boycott season 2.
No, you won't.
You don't know me.
Yeah, I do. I think that Crosshair is going to survive. And if anybody dies, I'm going to guess that it's Hunter. I could see him just over the course of the season having those thoughts of like, we left Crosshair behind and he doesn't feel good about it. And I think that Hunter thinks Crosshair deserves a chance to the chance that Crosshair requested in the last episode. So I think that if there's some choice to be made over like, oh, one of us has to stay behind, Hunter's staying behind.
So we lose Hunter and gain Crosshair?
Yep. I think that
no one wants that.
No one, I'm not rooting for Hunter to die, but I think that would be a very interesting second season, especially for the Batch, who now is like, well, we lost our leader, and in place we got Crosshair, the jerk, and now we have to find our way without Hunter. It's devastating, but I'm just making my prediction. That's my prediction.
I'm allowed to boycott season 2 if I want to.
Sure.
I'll make you do all the streams alone. Or I'll be on and I just won't say anything.
You can just sit there angrily like, I didn't watch it. I'm still mad.
Oh, people want us to do a bet. We never have any fun circumstances with betting.
Okay, because not this coming Q&A, but the Q&A after, I figure will be our, like, let's answer a bunch of questions just about the Bad Batch. So that'll be the Q&A. So if Crosshair dies, if I'm wrong, then I'll just put, like, Crosshair's little tattoo on my face, like the thing over his eye.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're wrong, you do it.
Okay.
And if we're both wrong, if they both live, then we both do it.
All right.
I'm just throwing ideas out.
Someone said if Alex is wrong, he has to text quickly. You have to not erase anything you're about. Well, I can't police him on that, so I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have any other ideas off the top of my head.
Ooh, so half the skull face is kind of a better thing to do, like Hunter's face makeup.
Do we have the stuff to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm up for that.
Do we have a red bandana? Now I'm like, I want to go all the way.
We can order one. Okay, whoever's wrong...
We'll do some kind of...
There will be a Bad Batch cosplay involved.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll figure that out. I'll shave my head and burn my face and I'll blind one of my eyes and I'll be Wrecker.
Okay. You have to, like, gain 100 pounds of muscle, too.
On it.
All right. Got a couple more super chats and then we'll be done. Got another one from Rogue Squadron Trainee. Crosshair, Omega, and AZ will be the only survivors.
Oh.
It's the odd couple and also a goofy droid. Ooh, I would not want Crosshair and Omega to be the only ones left.
I'm imagining
with
that.
AZ.
Now I'm imagining that and like us being in our cosplay just being sad.
Mm-mm.
No, like only one of them. If anyone dies, which I'm not saying that they have to. Like I think it's just as likely that Hunter and Crosshair both make it off because I think Crosshair deserves his chance. Hunter doesn't have to die for that to happen, so I'm more hoping for nobody to die than anyone at all. But I definitely don't think they're going to kill off like 4 people.
No,
that would be devastating.
Because what's season 2 going to be about?
The Sad Batch.
Yeah, the season 2 would just be titled The Sad Batch. B Kenobi, thanks for the super chat. What if Crosshair ends up being the motivation to stop being mercenaries? He did bring up good points about fighting for something bigger and protecting Omega. Did he bring up protecting Omega?
Yeah, I mean, he was just kind of like...
kind of.
I think his bigger argument was the whole, like, what are you doing? Just, like, traveling around the galaxy.
His argument was like...
odd jobs and...
His argument was we were built strong and with purpose, and you guys aren't taking advantage of either of those things when you could be with the Empire. He's just been totally brainwashed, sans Chip, by the Empire.
I don't even think he's been brainwashed. I think he's just... That's the choice he's made.
Definitely brainwashed.
Who brainwashed him?
He thinks the Empire cares about him when they obviously don't.
Sure, there's that. But I don't think that's... I think that's his own fault and assumptions.
He's got Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, he said to let her be safe by sending her away from the batch. So, I guess that would defeat the whole purpose of them getting together if they were to just dump her on someone else. Like, she feels comfortable with them. Like, they are her family.
No. They've made it pretty clear that she is part of the team and she's not going anywhere. Yeah. I think that Crosshair could be, yes, motivation to fight for something bigger. I think he fights for the Empire now because it's the easy choice, and he's like, I'm a soldier and I gotta fight for someone. And the Empire was kind of the Republic, so I'll just stick with them. He doesn't care, but he needs to have his mind opened.
We'll see.
And I think they can do that in season 2.
Blech. Barf. Crosshair.
Why do you hate Crosshair so much?
I want him to die.
No.
I want to get out of here. Get out of my
show.
show.
Boring. It happens all the time.
Which means it's going to happen again.
No. I refuse.
It's like poetry.
I refuse. I refuse to believe that. If it happens, I'll accept it, but I won't be happy about it. like Lando.
Okay. The Guy1249 with our last super chat. Darth Vader in Battlefront 2. Luke, I am your father. Anakin in Battlefront 2. 1v1's Darth Vader. Ahsoka, patiently waiting to be added to Battlefront 2. I don't think they're adding anything else to Battlefront 2,
No,
unfortunately.
It's done, unfortunately, yeah.
They like, the last update they announced was going to be like the last thing that they did for that game.
They're not touching it anymore. I haven't played Battlefront 2 in forever.
Yeah,
I should
you're
play
all about
with, like,
Squadrons now.
I haven't played Squadrons in a while either.
I know, because that game's hard.
I'm waiting for Metroid Dread. I feel like I'm just sitting around waiting for that game to come out. Although I played Back 4 Blood for the open beta. I enjoyed that a lot, but I love Left 4 Dead, so...
Yeah. I'm trying to get ready to play some spooky games. I meant to talk about this earlier, but we did watch the What If episode today. We're still talking about whether or not we're going to do an Explain It To Me on it, because we're not sure how much there is to talk about, but we might.
Maybe.
We're going to discuss it and get back to you.
We might just take a couple more weeks off because we'll focus on the Bad Batch this week, and then next week we're on vacation. And then maybe the week after that we'll just do like a mega What If episode. Excuse me.
Do we know how many episodes there's going to be?
10? I don't remember. I know I looked it up at some point, but I don't remember.
Okay. Well, I think we're all caught up with Super Chats. It's past 7:30, so we've been going for about an hour and a half, so I think it's time for us to go make dinner.
Okay. Let's go make dinner.
Okay. Thanks, everyone, for joining, and thanks especially to those of you who sent in super chats. We couldn't keep getting these Lego sets and building them and chatting with you guys without your support, so we really appreciate it. I want to give another shout out to Ricardo Franco for being our patron and sponsoring
our stream.
This live stream. So yeah, join us on Friday to talk about the season finale of Bad Batch.
Right. And I think we're going to take a break next week from Legos because we'll be on vacation. But we'll be back the week after that.
Okay, yeah. So break next week, back full force the next following week.
Right.
Sounds good. And yeah, you can catch me on A Certain Point of View tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern to talk about today's Inner Geekdom match. But yeah, have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you guys on Friday.